Good evening, everybody. My name is Mike Forsythe, and I'm Courtney's dad. I just want to start by thanking all of you to come out tonight and celebrate Courtney and Nate's big night. So, when Nate decided he was going to ask Courtney to marry him, he did this whole fake, hey, let's go to lunch together with Courtney thing, and we'll go have lunch together. And I was like, that's a little bit weird. It was pretty, it was pretty sick. So we get to lunch, and I'm looking around, I'm not seeing Courtney anywhere, and I realized that Courtney's not coming at all. And he had this lamest excuse about how she had a meeting at work or something or other, and I'm quickly seeing where this is going, and so I was like, all right. So I kind of played along for a little bit, and we sat there and we're chit-chatting, and I was like just watching him sweat, and it was kind of funny. We're like ordering, he's shaking his head, but this is true. He's shaking his head, and while we're sitting there ordering lunch, he's shaking and he's nervous, and we get through ordering our meal and everything, and he finally pulls out the ring and he shows it to me, and he says, I'd like to marry your daughter and I want to get your blessing. And the very first thing that popped into my head was, I was thinking, it feels like it's a little bit cart before the horse, because Paisley's going to be here in 2 months. So I was going what am I going to say? Am I going to say no? Sure. I'm just kidding. I said yes. Yeah, you can marry my daughter. And the rest of the lunch we spent talking just about Courtney and about their relationship together and the importance of being a good man and not letting her down. And Nate and I came to an agreement that Courtney deserves nothing less than that. So, Nate, I want to say welcome to this family, to my family, and welcome. Let's go. So, Courtney. My beautiful Courtney. So, the first day that I ever laid eyes on Courtney was the day she was born, and she was premature in the NICU. She was in an incubator, and she had tubes jutting in and out of her body everywhere, keeping her alive. And I was this terrified 17-year-old kid looking down at my daughter with every emotion that I could possibly imagine, from all of the happiness and the joy of this perfect little creature that just came into my world, to the obvious concerns about your health in that moment right then. And then all the fears that come along with not having any idea what the future holds for us. And this nurse came over, because I was in the NICU, I had to be wearing a mask, and I was sobbing, and tears were filling up my mask, and I kind of couldn't breathe, so I kept pulling it away from my face. The nurse could see that I was crying, and so she stopped next to me, and she put her arm around me. And I have no idea who this lady was, but she was kind of like this angel nurse that just stood there with me for a second, looking down at me. And she said, she's going to be okay. And we stood there for a few minutes, and she kept her arm around me tight, and then she looked at me again, and she said, everything is going to be okay. So Courtney came through that with flying colors, and she's grown into this beautiful woman that's here before all of you right now. And she's strong, and she's healthy, and she's perfect. And that was the first day, that day that I saw her in the NICU, was the first day that I saw her as the fighter that she is. And there's been lots of times through our relationship where I've needed her to fight with me for our own relationship. I've seen her fight for a lot of other things that were really important to her, including Nate. And so I hope this doesn't come as a surprise to you, but You and Nate will have struggles. You guys will have struggles and you'll have hard times. And Courtney, I want to encourage you and hope for you that when those tough times come, that you will stand and fight that fight and be the fighter that you've always been. I am so incredibly proud of the woman that you've grown into be, the mom that you are for Paisley. I love you so much. So much like Taylor did, I want to acknowledge one other person in the room before I get to the actual toast. I feel like as the father of the bride, I would be remiss if I failed to acknowledge Courtney's papa, Howard Begbie. I didn't invite you up here. So Howard, she asked you to walk you down the aisle for a very good reason, and I want to acknowledge that you have been the most consistent man in her entire life. For her entire life. And I thank you for that. So, to Nate and Courtney, and most definitely Miss Paisley too. Yeah. There's all of you nothing but love and happiness and peace. I love you all.
Well, I get to say something now. And you know what? I'm not embarrassed you. I know your word. I just thank God for you. And I pray for your marriage that it will be as successful as ours has been. And may God's blessing be with you.
Amen.
So, first of all, please, a big round of applause for the most beautiful bride in this room. Second of all, I'd like to thank these 14 gorgeous men and women
for supporting us in the room.
So, like I said, 14 gorgeous and women for supporting us through and through. Most importantly, to the 150 of you that found time on a Saturday night for about 5, 6, 7 hours.
This is the party!
Exactly. So, all I have to say is thank you for finding time for us, and just know that no matter how much you love us, me and Courtney love you 10 times more.